Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 8. Democracy is fragile, and it requires constant attention, Bill Moyers once said. And he lived that truth every day of his remarkable life. A moral compass for American media, he challenged power, exposed injustice, and always made room for unseen voices. Bill Moyers passed away peacefully at 91, following a brief illness. His voice, once a familiar presence in living rooms across the country, now echoes in the ideals he championed. His journey began in a small Texas newsroom at just 16. From those humble beginnings, he would one day stand by President Lyndon Johnson as White House press secretary during a turning point in American history. Yet it was in journalism where Moyers found his deepest calling. As host of Bill Moyers' Journal and other acclaimed PBS programs, he peeled back the layers of politics, faith, and society with depth and grace. He wasn't interested in sound bites. He searched for meaning and brought his audience along for the journey. In a world of growing noise, Moyers never shouted. His calm, thoughtful interviews with poets, philosophers, scientists, and everyday citizens encouraged viewers to think, reflect, and care. Through Public Affairs Television, which he co-founded with his wife Judith, he delivered series that changed the conversation. Joseph Campbell and the Power of Myth, A World of Ideas, The Language of Life. His list of awards was long, over 35 Emmys, multiple Peabodys, and the National Humanities Medal among them. But it was never about honors, it was about impact. His work empowered viewers to ask better questions and demand better answers. Dan Rather once called him a trust in human form. And that's what he was to millions, trustworthy, wise, unafraid. A man who held up a mirror to America with honesty and compassion. Bill leaves behind a loving family, including his wife Judith, his lifelong creative partner. While his physical voice is gone, the truths he helped illuminate will endure. The media landscape may never see another quite like him, but because of Bill Moyers, generations have learned to listen more carefully, think more deeply, and care more fiercely about the world around them. Tributes to Bill Moyers. Number 7. Music is like a heartbeat. It connects everyone, Lalo Schifrin once said. Those words capture the spirit of the legendary composer whose rhythms pulsed across decades of cinema and television. Lalo Schifrin, known worldwide for creating the unforgettable Mission Impossible theme, has passed away at the age of 91. He died peacefully, surrounded by loved ones, after a long and extraordinary life in music. Born in Buenos Aires, he was a classically trained pianist who brought jazz swagger and Latin soul into Hollywood soundtracks. His signature blend of styles created scores that were more than background. They became characters all their own. With more than 100 film and television credits, Schifrin shaped the sonic DNA of projects like Bullet, Dirty Harry, Cool Hand Luke, and Starsky and Hutch. His longtime collaboration with Clint Eastwood led to some of cinema's most emotional and dynamic musical moments. Schifrin's journey began far from red carpets and studio lots. He studied under famed composers in Argentina and Paris, eventually joining Dizzy Gillespie's quintet as a pianist and arranger. That jazz foundation never left him. It lifted every note he wrote. Over his remarkable career, Schifrin received 4 Grammy Awards, 6 Oscar nominations, and endless praise from those who followed in his footsteps. Yet, he never strayed from his humble beginnings or his love for teaching. Many young composers found in him a generous mentor and compassionate guide. He also held the baton with grace, conducting orchestras around the world and often championing music education wherever he went. Of the man behind the music, colleagues often spoke of his dry wit, deep curiosity, and fierce dedication to craft. In a tribute, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences wrote, "Lalo Schifrin's melodies defined cinematic suspense and excitement. His influence will be felt for generations. He is survived by his wife, Donna, and their children, who stood by him through every crescendo and curtain call. Lalo Schifrin's music will never stop playing. It lives on in every thrilling sequence, every quiet pause, and every artist he inspired." Tributes to Lalo Schifrin. Number 6. She gave voice to those often unseen. Rosalind Fox Solomon lived to give us new ways of seeing. With her camera and her heart, she captured what many overlooked: moments of dignity, pain, ritual, and resilience across the world. She passed away peacefully at the age of 95. Her death marks the end of a remarkable journey, but her photographs will continue to tell stories that words never could. Rosalind began taking pictures at 38, long after most people find their calling. A single Instamatic camera sparked a decades-long pursuit of humanity's truth. Under the mentorship of Lisette Model, she shaped a style that was raw, direct, and always emotionally present. Her lens traveled broadly, from Guatemalan ceremonies to AIDS wards in the US, from overlooked towns in the American South to the traditions of India and Peru. Through every frame, Rosalind showed a deep respect for her subjects and a fearless eye for their realities. Her celebrated works, including portraits in the time of AIDS and Liberty Theater, remain deeply moving records of complex lives. She had a way of making the invisible visible, without sensationalism, only humanity. Her photography is housed in major institutions like the Museum of Modern Art and the Victoria and Albert Museum, and her books blend striking visuals with intimate reflections. Each collection feels like a conversation, a shared memory. More than awards, though she had many, including the ICP Lifetime Achievement Award and a Guggenheim Fellowship, it was her enduring curiosity and empathy that inspired generations of photographers. Those who knew her say she was thoughtful, driven, and always open. The International Center of Photography called her a visionary whose courage expanded the possibilities of photographic art. Rosalind didn't just document life. She invited us to feel the weight of it, the beauty, the sorrow, and the strength. Even in silence, her images speak. She is survived by her family and remembered by countless others across continents and generations. Rosalind Fox Solomon leaves behind more than photographs. She leaves a fuller picture of who we are. Tributes to Rosalind Fox Solomon. Number 5. A genius with mission planning, but always a mentor first. That's how his colleagues remember John R. Cassani, a quiet force behind some of NASA's greatest triumphs. John Cassani passed away peacefully at age 92. Known to many as the heart of JPL's mission development, his influence stretches beyond science. It lives on across the solar system. He didn't start out aiming for the stars. Originally drawn to liberal arts, John shifted gears to engineering, sensing a future being built on circuits and possibility. That choice sparked a 43-year career at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and a lifelong commitment to exploration. From navigating early planetary missions like Ranger and Mariner to leading the game-changing Voyager, Galileo, and Cassini projects, his name became synonymous with spaceflight success. Voyager, still sending messages from the edge of the solar system, is perhaps the purest echo of his genius. But John wasn't just the engineer who made the deep space missions fly. He was the man who believed stories could travel with them. With the Voyager Golden Record, he helped send Earth's message to the universe, a poetic counterpoint to his technical mastery. Colleagues remember his calm under pressure. He steered programs through setbacks, overcame political hurdles, and demanded excellence. When missions faltered, it was often John who led the investigations and returned stronger. He also believed mission success meant empowering the next generation. Through mentorship, he shaped an entire era of engineers, mission directors, and dreamers. John's contributions didn't go unrecognized. He was honored by national academies, awarded NASA's highest medals, and held in reverence by the global aerospace community. But for those who knew him, his legacy lies in the quiet determination he passed on to his teams. That Voyager is still exploring after nearly 50 years is a testament to John's remarkable engineering talent and his leadership, said JPL's Dave Gallagher. John outlived both the missions he helped launch and many of the odds they faced. He was preceded in death by his wife of 39 years and is survived by his 5 sons and their families. His passing followed a period of natural decline. Yet, even in his final days, his curiosity never waned. John R. Cassani leaves behind a universe forever changed by his work and generations inspired by his example. Tributes to John R. Cassani. Number 4. A multifaceted figure in British media and entertainment, Eden Blackman was best known for his charismatic presence as a dating expert on Celebs Go Dating, but his influence extended far beyond television. Born in the United Kingdom, Eden's earliest passions were rooted in music, a love that shaped his life and career. His journey began in the music industry, where he built a respected PR agency and helped champion emerging artists with unflinching dedication and sharp instinct. Eden's career pivoted in 2016 when he joined the cast of Celebs Go Dating. His natural confidence, wit, and emotional intelligence made him an instant favorite among viewers. For 4 series, he offered guidance, support, and sincerity to celebrities navigating their love lives. After stepping away from the show in 2018, Eden continued to pursue his entrepreneurial ventures. He relaunched his dating app, Would Like to Meet, and remained actively engaged in both the tech and entertainment spheres. His work often blended charm with purpose, driven by his desire to help others connect and feel seen. Those who knew Eden described him as magnetic, stylish, and endlessly kind, a man who lit up every room he entered. Friends and collaborators recalled his boundless energy, his generosity, and his ability to make anyone feel special. Though he kept his personal life largely private, Eden's spirit left a lasting imprint on those fortunate enough to cross his path. Eden Blackman passed away on June 21, 2025, at the age of 57, following a long illness endured with quiet dignity. His legacy is one of bold creativity, heartfelt compassion, and a life lived unapologetically. Tributes to Eden Blackman. Number 3. Meme Ditchego was a multifaceted contributor to South African arts, celebrated for her remarkable range as a comedic and dramatic actress across television, film, and theater. Born in May 1965, she began her acting journey in Township Theater, where she joined the Sabaneel Players and honed her craft in productions like Antigone. Her passion for performance led her to the Performing Arts Council of the Transvaal, where she worked in school outreach programs, laying the foundation for a career that would span over 3 decades. Her early career blossomed in children's and satirical theater, before making her television debut in 1997 in Sturk Skemmer. She soon became a household name with unforgettable roles in series like Soul Buddies, Josie H., Muvongo, and Complex. However, it was her portrayal of Joyce Malambo in The Coconuts that solidified her as one of South Africa's most beloved comedic talents. Meme's television legacy extended with standout roles in Gare Dumele, where her portrayal of Josephine earned her a Golden Horn for Best Actress in 2012 and a second nomination in 2014. Her versatility was further displayed in series such as Zabalaza, Imposter, Broken Vows, Entangled, Oxyspaza, and Scheme Sam, among many others. She also contributed to South African cinema, with appearances in Skorokoro and Love, Sex and 30 Candles. Known for her vibrant spirit and profound authenticity, Meme brought depth and relatability to every role. Off-screen, she was admired for her warmth and dedication to her craft. Meme Ditchego passed away on June 25, 2025, at the age of 60 after a brief illness. Her legacy will endure in the countless stories she helped bring to life and the generations of performers she inspired. Tributes to Meme Ditchego. Number 2. Dr. Jerry A. Shields was a multifaceted contributor to modern medicine, revered worldwide for his pioneering work in ocular oncology. Born on June 9, 1937, he grew up in Kentucky and pursued his early education at Murray State University, where he earned a degree in biology and was active in academic and leadership societies. Inspired by the power of science to change lives, he earned his MD from the University of Michigan in 1964, later completing his residency and fellowships at the prestigious Wills Eye Hospital and the Armed Forces Institute of Pathology. A pivotal moment in his career came when he joined Wills Eye Institute as a full-time specialist in ocular tumors. Over decades, Dr. Shields became a global authority in treating life and sight-threatening conditions such as malignant melanoma and retinoblastoma. His innovative approaches, ranging from localized irradiation and surgical resection to laser therapies and chemotherapy, transformed patient outcomes and set new standards in eye cancer care. Beyond clinical practice, Dr. Shields was a prolific academic. He authored or co-authored over 1,200 scholarly articles and 13 major textbooks, many of which remain foundational in ophthalmology. His lectures, including 69 named addresses, inspired generations of physicians and researchers. His contributions extended across the globe, but his heart remained at Wills Eye, where he built a legacy of excellence and mentorship. Dr. Shields also shared his life and work with his wife and esteemed colleague, Dr. Carol Lally Shields, with whom he formed an extraordinary medical and personal partnership. On June 22, 2025, Dr. Shields passed away at the age of 88. His legacy endures through the lives he saved, the minds he shaped, and the science he advanced. His name will remain synonymous with dedication, precision, and compassion. Tributes to Jerry A. Shields. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Let's take a moment today to remember a remarkable figure in Montana's history. Pat Williams, a dedicated public servant who represented Montana in Congress for nearly 2 decades, has passed away at the age of 87. Pat was known for his unwavering commitment to education and the arts, always putting Montanans first and fighting tirelessly for causes close to his heart. Born in Helena, Pat understood the unique challenges and hopes of people across the Big Sky state, carrying those values with him to Washington, D.C. Throughout his career, Pat Williams was not just a lawmaker. He was also a passionate advocate, trusted mentor, and beloved member of his community. As we reflect on his inspiring legacy, let's remember the lasting difference one person can make through service, compassion, and a deep love for their home. Pat Williams will remain a shining example of Montana spirit and dedication for generations to come. News 2. What a remarkable legacy Iowa Senator Rocky DeWitt leaves behind. The longtime public servant who represented Sioux City and surrounding areas passed away on June 25 at the age of 66 after a courageous battle with pancreatic cancer. Senator DeWitt was first elected to the Iowa Senate in 2022, following 6 years as a Woodbury County supervisor and more than 2 decades working for Mid-American Energy Company. Known for his dedication to his community, Rocky was passionate about strong values, including protecting gun rights and keeping taxes low. His most notable achievement in the legislature was leading the effort for a state constitutional amendment that would require a supermajority vote to raise certain taxes, work he described as among the most rewarding of his career. Even through his illness, Senator DeWitt was respected by colleagues on both sides of the aisle for his unwavering commitment to serving Iowans. He is fondly remembered by family, friends, and the Siouxland community, including his wife Vicki and 3 sons. As we remember Rocky DeWitt, let's celebrate a life defined by service, integrity, and a deep love for his hometown. His contributions will continue to inspire, and the impact he made for Iowa will not be forgotten. News 3. What a remarkable journey we've witnessed in the life of Brian Wilson. The beloved co-founder of the Beach Boys, Brian passed away on June 11, 2025 at the age of 82 in Los Angeles. His family lovingly remembered him as a treasured father and a musical pioneer whose melodies painted golden memories for generations. Brian's official cause of death was respiratory arrest, with other health challenges including sepsis and ongoing conditions contributing. From humble beginnings in Inglewood, California, Brian showed musical genius from childhood, and his gift blossomed into a career that forever changed American pop music. With unforgettable songs like Good Vibrations, God Only Knows, and Surfin' USA, he crafted the iconic soundtrack of Endless Summers and California Dreams. Even as his journey took him through personal trials, including health struggles and the loss of his beloved wife Melinda, Brian's spirit and creativity continued to inspire millions. Today, older and younger fans alike remember Brian Wilson not just for his hits, but for his innovation, kindness, and the joy he brought to the world. His harmonies will echo on and his legacy will keep shining, now and always, like a summer day at the beach. News 4. What a moving reminder of the bonds that shape our lives. Rihanna's father, Ronald Fenty, has passed away at the age of 71. He spent his final days in Los Angeles, surrounded by family, following a difficult battle with pancreatic cancer and several serious health complications. Ronald's story with Rihanna has always been unique. Although their relationship faced ups and downs, in recent years, the two found peace, reconnecting as family and sharing joyful moments, especially as Ronald expressed his excitement about Rihanna's growing family and the arrival of his grandchildren. Through hardships and healing, he demonstrated the enduring power of love and forgiveness. As we remember Ronald Fenty, we celebrate a man who, despite struggles, never ceased to cheer on his daughter and embrace hope for their family's future. His legacy lives on in Rihanna's remarkable spirit and in the love of those closest to him. Our thoughts are with Rihanna and her family, honoring the memories and the lessons of resilience and reconciliation that Ronald leaves behind. News 5. It's a moment to pause and reflect on the remarkable life of Andrew Moore, who passed away unexpectedly this past weekend at the age of 65. As the chief executive of EQB Inc. and the visionary behind EQ Bank, Andrew transformed a modest regional lender into Canada's seventh largest bank, serving nearly 750,000 customers from coast to coast. Taking the reins in 2007, Andrew steered the company through tremendous growth, championing digital innovation and financial inclusion, while always focusing on what mattered most: making banking better for everyday people. Colleagues and industry leaders alike remember him as a force of nature, a kind mentor, and a true advocate for positive change in the financial world. Andrew's legacy is defined not just by numbers, but by the culture of trust and forward thinking he inspired throughout his career. As the EQB team looks ahead with gratitude for Andrew's leadership, his commitment to innovation and fairness will continue to shape Canadian banking for years to come. News 6. Let's take a moment to reflect on a remarkable chapter in recent history. Didier Dubruck, a Frenchman who became known worldwide as one of the so-called grandpa robbers involved in the high-profile Kim Kardashian Paris jewelry heist, has passed away at the age of 69 after his battle with cancer. The dramatic 2016 event, which took place during Paris Fashion Week, captured global attention and led to one of the most watched trials in years. Didier, alongside several co-defendants, faced the consequences in court, but throughout his final days, he underwent chemotherapy and always maintained his perspective on life and justice. As we remember Didier, it's a reminder of how even the most extraordinary stories can be shaped by very human experiences, like health, accountability, and the passage of time. His story, and the lessons from this unique case, will continue to spark conversation, reflection, and even inspire efforts to build a safer, more understanding world. News 7. Imagine being on stage in front of a packed crowd, singing your heart out, when, suddenly, your teeth fall out. That's exactly what happened to the ever-graceful Leanne Rimes, 41, during a recent concert at the Skagit Casino Resort in Washington. While belting out her classic hit, One-Way Ticket, Leanne's dental bridge popped loose mid-song, creating a moment she and her fans will never forget. Showing her trademark humor and resilience, Leanne dashed off stage, quickly popped her bridge back in, and finished the show, occasionally pausing to keep her smile in place. She even joked with the audience, telling those in the front row to watch out in case her teeth made another surprise appearance. Rather than letting embarrassment get the best of her, Leanne connected with fans by sharing the mishap openly, reminding everyone that sometimes the best thing we can do is laugh and keep going. Fans praised her honesty and lighthearted spirit, turning a potential disaster into a heartwarming memory. Through it all, Leanne Rimes proved that even when life gets a little unpredictable, a good sense of humor and a genuine connection with others are what truly shine. She'll be remembered for her stunning voice, joyful resilience, and the way she turned a challenging moment into an uplifting and very memorable evening. Number 1.
Hey, it's me, Tanner. If you're watching this, I am dead.
Be kind, assume good intent, and live a happy life. Those were the words Tanner Martin chose to guide his life, and how he wanted to be remembered. At just 30, Tanner passed away after a brave 5-year battle with colon cancer. His journey, shared with the world through the Tanner and Shay account, reached millions. He didn't just talk about cancer, he shared a full life lived through it, with honesty, strength, and heart. Born in the US, Tanner started in a call center, but life had something greater in store. Diagnosed at 25, he faced his illness head-on, not just privately but with the public. He transformed his pain into purpose. With his wife Shay by his side, Tanner turned social media into a space of vulnerability, love, and resilience. In every post, he celebrated life's little wins, birthdays, milestones, and laughter. He was open about hard topics too: terminal illness, mental health, fertility, and what it means to grieve. His openness changed the way many viewed illness and hope. One of his greatest joys arrived just 6 weeks before he passed: his daughter, Amy-Lou. Tanner wrote about how much it meant to hold her, to experience Father's Day, to hear newborn cries after years of IVF. Despite his declining health, he made lasting memories with his new family. Tanner became a grief educator, known for comforting those going through what he once feared. He urged his followers to cherish their time, to love loudly, and live honestly. Even his final video, released after his passing, was full of gratitude, humor, and love. "He helped me grieve someone I lost, without even knowing me," one follower shared. A friend wrote, "He taught us how to live while dying, and how to love through fear." Tanner is survived by his beloved wife Shay and their daughter Amy-Lou. He also leaves behind a growing community of people he helped simply by showing up each day with courage. He asked for prayers, for kindness, and for donations to a fund in Amy-Lou's name, always thinking of others. Tanner's voice may be quiet now, but the echoes of his message will endure. Tributes to Tanner Martin. She had the kind of presence that filled the screen quietly, yet powerfully, recalled a longtime collaborator.